All right, so let's start with the big story that we are tracking on WION at this hour, where the Trump administration has said that it is going to break with every other member nation of the United Nations Security Council and unilaterally impose sanctions on Iran. Now, the U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has said that the UN sanctions on Iran are back in effect, according to the Americans. The Trump administration has also threatened to take some new measures against Tehran. The United States has also promised to impose consequences on any other United Nations member state which does not comply with the sanctions. Now, Pompeo has said that the measures will be announced in the coming days against the violators. Iranian Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif has responded, saying that the world should oppose the US sanctions and should decide on how to act towards bullying. The Iranian Foreign Minister has also slammed the Trump administration and has said that no power, including the United States, has the conditions to impose a new war on the Iranian nation. Earlier, the United States had insisted that the US has the legal right to snap back the sanctions. The move is to push against Tehran, and it has left the United States almost completely isolated on the world stage. Even the allies of the United States, the traditional allies, and members of the United Nations Security Council and members of that Iranian nuclear deal, such as Britain, France, and Germany and Russia, have opposed these unilateral sanctions by the Americans. Even after President Trump pulled out of the 2015 nuclear deal between Iran and the 6 major world powers endorsed by the UN Security Council, the other members in the deal have rejected the American argument that it can still impose sanctions on Iran as a part of the deal, even though it unilaterally walked out of that deal. Now, according to the 2015 agreement between Iran and the 6 major world powers, sanctions against the Islamic Republic were lifted in exchange for Iran for agreeing to not develop nuclear weapons. The United States accuses Iran of breaching the 2015 nuclear deal and has called for reimposing the various kinds of sanctions over the country. But it is the United States that unilaterally pulled out of that deal. It flouted the agreement, and it now wants to use that deal to reimpose sanctions on Iran.